Hello, hello, come on in. Let me find us on Facebook. I'm DIY with Crafty Sarah. And I have Crafty Sarah's Wood Shop. So if you'd like to order any of the wood kits that I show you, you can do that at Crafty Sarah's Wood Shop. And you just have to send me a message. I don't know if you can send it through the wood shop though. I feel like I might have it set where I have to approve messages or something. I don't know, because I had weirdos in there. There's always weirdos. All right, let's see who we can get coming on tonight. Just got done watching the old Hollywood Squares. That's kind of a fun show. Now Price is Right's on. You know, you get old and you start watching the game shows. I watched Wheel of Fortune. We watch that every night at 6:30. And then tonight came on Hollywood Squares, and now is Price is Right. Let's see if we get anybody on. Huh. Might just be me and me. Kind of want to see this transfer, how, I don't know if it's too big for this, which should be fine. I just wonder if I can get any of this background on here. If you pop on, say hi, so I know you're here and I can welcome you. Just gonna go ahead and fuzz it a couple times. Just see where it lands on here. If I did it, it would go over the background. So I'll have to decide. Hi Carly, how are you? Are you still in the deep freeze? We are. We are. It is like brutal today, brutal. The sun shined, but it was, we never got above zero. We never got above zero. And I think tonight they're saying that we're supposed to be at 21 below. Doesn't that just sound fantastic? All right. Might just be us, Carly. So I've got this cute little transfer. Let me stick it back on here so you can see it. It's called Storybook Bunny. And it's this cute little bunny. And I cut this out, this frame out of my laser, and then it does have a back. And I am gonna, well, you know what? Maybe I don't want the back. I thought about doing the back, but now that I see it on here like this, I kind of like this. There was one little piece that didn't get punched out. Because this, I'm not even sure where the heck I got this at. It doesn't have anything on it, but it's really coarse. It's really cool. That's what we're supposed to have on Saturday too, is 27. Or no, 27 on Friday. We're supposed to be 37 on Saturday. To me, that sounds fabulous. So I'm trying to decide if I want to, I feel like I want to chippy this or grunge it. And I cut the little bunny out on my laser too. So he's on here. So I think we're just going to do the bunny, and we might skip this part. This was just part of it, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I was just going to lay him on there. And I could do that, and then I could chalk the whole outside of this, like in a green maybe. But then I look at it and I see it on here, just the little bunny in the frame, and that's pretty stinking cute too, because this is already distressed. What do you guys think? Should I do it with just like this? Put the bunny on there like that and paint the frame and distress that? Or add the back or the center in there? I could chalk on that and do that like that. What do you think? Oh, it's brutal today. Ugh. The dog actually did go out, but we had sunshine today, so and it didn't snow. Today's the first day it hasn't snowed in like 5 days. So when we scooped the walks, the sun took care of that. Even though it's colder than crap out, it's still, the sun really, you like it with the back on it? That really made a difference. So I think I want to, I feel like I want to paint this maybe in ivory. I don't think I want to do anything with this. I like this the way that is. So let's just set that there. So if we do this center, I think I want to do it, well, it's going to have to all be the same color, because my transfer is going to go out onto this edge a little bit, which is fine. Which is fine. Let me get a board to put that on. These are just boards that I put masking tape on. And it just holds down your project, so when you paint it, it's not slipping all over the place, because they do slip all over the place. I even poured me a decaffeinated coffee so that I would have something hot out here to drink. The only thing is, decaffeinated coffee is a dehydration. That's not a good thing. So what color should I do that? Let me pick a color here. Maybe, I don't know if plaster is, let me see. Plaster is off-white, but it's not a huge off-white. So I'm just going to grab a few things here. Ivory gets kind of yellowish, so I don't really want ivory, I don't think. So I grabbed plaster. It's not white, but it's lighter, I feel like. You grab a sponge brush. Everything is right here at my table where I do all my crafting. I've been out here all day today making a few things, and moving my stuff over on a table that I want to take to the craft show on Friday. So I'll set up on Friday and the show will be on Saturday. I think the only way to distress this will be with wax or an ink. I see another little spot that didn't. You think you get all the wood out and then you see little places that, little tiny things. So our kids were out of school again today. My heater is working, Carly. It is. I did leave my space heater on all last night though, because it's supposed to get down to like 35 below last night. And I'm so scared that I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna have no heat and my laser's gonna freeze up and the O2 will bust and I'll have water all over the floor and it'd be a mess. I made this today. I still have to put a raggedy bow on it, but isn't that cute? I want to put a tag on it, and I want to put a bow on it, and I want it raggedy. I got some Excelsior today from Amazon, so I want to, but I love this. This is my story, this is my song, and I'm going to put a raggedy bow up here. But yeah, I love that. So I want to get that ready to take with me. Yeah, I have nightmares and I'm going to come out here and my heater's going to be broken and my laser is going to be froze up, and that would just be... My friend Thelma, she has a shed and she was, this last year she did this, right before we went to leadership for Chalk Couture. She had been out in her shed and she lives in Del Rapids, South Dakota. And it is so cold there. And she had, isn't that cool, Carly? I love that too. She had been out in her shed and she grabbed her cat, Rusty, and she grabbed what she was going to take in the house, and she went out the door and she thought she got the door latched and she didn't. And her husband came home later from work and he said, Thelma, your shed door was open. And he goes, and they went outside, or he went into the shed and looked, and the cat's dish of water was frozen solid. So it was that cold. And she has 2 lasers and both of them had froze up and broke. So she had a sale the night before we went to leadership, and she had made like $1,500 or something on her sale. And she said, it's a good thing I had that sale, because had I not had that sale, I would have not been able to. So she had to turn around and spend that money on those, to get those fixed. Yeah, let me show Chris. Chris, I made this today. I need to add a bow to it. I'm going to add, off to the side here is going to be a ragtag bow. But isn't that pretty? I love that. When I cut it out, I was like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. And then they show it with a tag on it, you know, a tag where you take the cardboard and crunch it all up, and then it said Blessed Assurance. So it's the song, it's the hymn. So now you'll have that going in your head. I don't know why I'm doing the inside of that, because no one's going to see that anyway. Most people don't do the outer edges. They say that the paint won't stick to it anyway because of the laser cut, but I don't know. I don't know how they so neatly don't get the edges, because I never can. So tomorrow we take our doggie in to get her teeth cleaned. Told my husband, I hope they don't kill my dog. You know, putting your dog to sleep is kind of scary. Like for surgery asleep, not asleep sleep. Okay. So do I want to paint the bunny white and chalk him in gray? Or do I want to paint him gray and chalk him in white? What do you guys think? Probably wouldn't chalk him in white. I'd probably chalk him in a vanilla. Let's see. I want to dab that somewhere, but where? Okay. Yeah, the heater's working. It doesn't work great though, but boy, the air conditioner does. You'll freeze to death in here in the summer. But in the wintertime, the heat doesn't work so well. I don't know why. I've never been that impressed with that thing from the time we got it. I've never. It's probably this long, and it's like that fat. It's a device that gets hooked up on your wall, and it heats and air conditions, which is awesome. But so we're gonna go gray on the bunny and chalk it white, or we're gonna go white on the bunny and chalk it gray? What do you think? You know what? He's almost all going to be chalked anyway. Like, all, look. The only thing that's not going to be chalked is his little belly hairs, his eyes, and the stuff in his... So I think I want him gray, I think. Yeah, I think gray too. So I think I'm going to paint it this color, and then we'll chalk it in the gray. And I just don't like chalking on raw wood. And this is wood. This is not MDF. This is MDF. My laser, I don't have a big laser. My pieces are 12 by 20. So if it gets bigger than that, then I have to use MDF. Or if I'm doing, if I'm filling a board, I'll use MDF, a 12 by 20. But if I have something smaller, I'll use regular wood. And this is regular wood. All right, so I think I want to use I want to distress with an ink. And I have this Memento Luxe, and it's called, oh my gosh, what's the color? Espresso Truffle. It's just kind of a off brown a little bit, not really bad, but I just kind of want to hit it here and there. I don't want it to just be like stark. Yeah, so Facebook is going to delete our videos after 30 days. And you know what? Now that I think about that, and I think to myself, I don't have stuff that, I mean, I do with my painting, but I don't really have stuff that people have to worry about going back. You know, if you're making videos all the time, they're just gonna be fresh. I went in today and tried to, I am so non-techie, you guys. My brother Scott used to help me with everything. When I would have a computer question, I'd call him, and he was my go-to man, let me tell you. And my little brother Todd is very good now, too. And my son Josh is very good. Josh is an IT man for the Philips Corporation. So when you go into the hospital and your nurse is typing all that crap onto that, you know, as she gets all your information and she types it in, or I should say more like when you're in the hospital and your blood pressure and all your stuff is up there on that machine, that's what he does. That is what he does. He keeps those going the way they should. So he's smart when it comes to computers, but he's not here. I don't have anybody here. Scott would just like run down and help me and we'd be good to go. Okay, no, and that's probably not going to fit. Why? Because I had it backwards. Upside down and backwards. Oh, I can turn it on and I can do things, you know. I mean, I had to learn stuff for my laser. So, you know, I can do stuff, but I am definitely a hands-on learner more than a reader, you know, reading something and learning it. I kind of suck at that. Not gonna lie. For one thing, I'm not a big reader at all. So I think I want to glue this down before and let me get that lid on that. Don't need stuff drying up on me. So I'm just gonna go kind of on some different areas over here. I bought this glue tip at Hobby Lobby and I'm telling you what, it was the best $1.99 or whatever I spent. I think it was $1.99. Because it's just tiny and it gets into spaces that I thought maybe, I didn't really think about it, I guess. Let me grab another glue, my big one. I thought maybe Facebook at some point would offer you to buy memory, you know, pay for memory, but they're not. They're bailing out. And you can kind of see why, because, you know, when Facebook started, there wasn't everybody doing all these lives and keeping all their stuff, but now they definitely are. All right, I'm gonna slide that down a smidge. Get me I want to say a butt wipe, but it's not. It's just a antibacterial wipe, and just wipe some of that glue off of there. Yeah, I don't know where I got this board, but I love it. Wish I had more. I think I have one more. So our peanut stuff launches tomorrow morning for anybody that's interested in peanuts. When I say peanuts, I mean Charlie Brown. We had a meeting tonight and I forgot about it. I got out here and get busy doing stuff. You guys, I'm a squirrel. I can miss something just as sure as I'm a living. Okay, I'm going to distress this part too because it looks a little squirrely, because the rest of it is kind of distressed and this isn't, so just kind of darken it a little bit. And then I'm going to set him on here. And I'm going to try to center that. And I can do so it's going to go on the outer rim of so it's going to go like on the frame. It'll do the circle, but it will also do the frame. Make sure that isn't like going to rip off my paint. And I think I want to do that. There are a few flowers here. What color should we do those? This is called Slate Rose. Again, one of those that I should take better care of. This is disappointing that this spray bottle doesn't. That's my old bottle, but I bought a new top. I bought it from Temu. I think I got what I paid for. Whoop. It's one thing, when you add water to this stuff, it gets really slimy just for a little bit. Once you get it, till you get it mixed in. Once you get it mixed in, then you're good to go. But it's kind of slimy at first. I just feel like I want kind of a muted, and this is kind of a muted color. So tomorrow the peanut stuff will come out, and that is going to be fun, fun. I can't wait. I saw one that said, it has Lucy on, hi Cindy. It has Lucy on the front of it, and it says something like, what the heck does it say? Grumpy since forever, or something like that. And I thought, oh my God, that's cute. So I'm just going to do these flowers in this color. And then I'm just going to do the green in green. Maybe I'll hot mess my green. I think I will. I think I want to give that another couple of sprays. Set that out so I remember to stir it. And then, nope, I probably got, I'm going to go with eucalyptus. We have sage, but eucalyptus is just a little bit darker. See, that's how it should be. Let's see. So I'm going to, and if it goes over the bunny, it doesn't matter because I'm going to glue the bunny on there anyway. And some flowers are going to be green because I didn't get all of them, not all of the. So let's do sage, and let's do, what other color? Not that one, I just need to get that out of there. Maybe pesto? It's a greener green. And remember, when you do hot mess, you don't ever get to retrieve your paste. It kind of turns ugly. All right. So I'm going to take another one of these detail tools and I'm just going to kind of swish it around a little bit. Try to stay away from my flowers. So it's Wednesday. Can you believe that? Wednesday already. We're about over the hump to go for the weekend. So you just want to make sure everything's covered. Peel off your excess, and you're going to have to, I don't have a lot of excess, so I hit it pretty good. We'll peel it up and see what we have. Oh, I let my pink dry. Well, I guess it's going to have a distressed look. So there's my center. So I'm going to clean this transfer really quick here so we can use the bunny without having anything on it. He's a cute little bunny. Storybook bunny. I'm going to stick some spray in that one too. And get a wipe. I think I'll spray it. Help it out a little. So just clean the front side, flip it over, and clean your back side. I think that pink was kind of a drier paste, and it dried up in my transfer. So in my house, I would take and see that just gets it right out of there. This is a board eraser. There you go. So then, take it and put it on the inside of your fuzzing cloth, and you just kind of baby massage it, and that dries it up. So it's ready to use again. But let me wipe this off here, off the counter. Get that water up. So inside, I just take it to my kitchen sink and put it down inside my kitchen sink and have the water running, and I just scrub it off with my eraser, and it's good to go. My house always has chalk transfers by the kitchen sink. So that little guy will just get fit right in there like that. I wonder if I shouldn't glue him down first. Maybe. Nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna set it down here. So it can only go the one way because the bunny's ears go that way. So you just gotta line it up on there the best that you can. And remember what I told you about how he was going to be mostly all gray? Because see all the white through that transfer? That's where your paste goes. That's the screen. So I'm going to do, I could do grayish, which is kind of a light gray, or I could do storm, which is a darker gray. Grayish is kind of a beigey gray. Maybe I should do storm. That's the new one that I opened up last night. So I know that one's golden. That one is golden. So he will be all gray, except for his outer edge, and then where these little, like the crease in his ear, and his little chest hairs, which are, that's kind of funny. Now getting it off of here. So there he is. Kind of cute. He's kind of cute. So if you got this transfer and you want one of these bunnies, just let me know. I'll drop one in the mail to you. On me. You can have one. I could stick it in an envelope and off it'll go for no more than the price of a stamp, because they are light as can be. So if you happen to buy that transfer and you want a bunny, just let me know. Get him down here before he's... He's not quite dry. That turned out pretty cute, and the distressing is, what the distressing is that my transfer, my paste dried in my transfer before I pulled it, but it turned out perfect. I love it. Do you think it needs a bow? Trying to think if I was to put a bow on it, it'd have to about be a kind of a mauve-y colored, or 5,000 rolls of ribbon, and I don't see, well, I could do lace. I don't see anything that really strikes me in that terrible. Yeah, so I cut this out, and then I cut that bunny out too. So, and this is just a scrap piece of wood that I had. I'm not even sure. It doesn't have anything on it. I don't even know where the heck I got it at. That's the trouble. I have too much crap. Don't even know where you get something at. I feel like if it was Hobby Lobby, it would say that on it. You know, it would have that. Something would be on it. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think if I was to do anything, it's probably going to be... Let me go over here and just take a quick look and see if I have anything that... that would work. I'm really not big on pinks and mauves and that type of, and I'm wondering about my I have a jelly roll, but it's the blacks and that kind of stuff. So I don't know if that would work or not. I might have to think about that one, you guys. None of this really goes with it either. I just feel like I need something else besides lace, but we'll see here. I'll grab my little Bodabra. This was like on the, this was in Hobby Lobby in the Christmas aisle at 90% off. Or maybe it was 60 or something, 90. I feel like it was 90. I feel like I scored it when it was 90% off. I need some twine, don't I? That's my biggest problem too. I forget that every time. And then I get done and I don't have any string in there and I have to try and figure out how to get it off without ruining my bow. Yeah, so I did not need this because I have two of the other ones, and I actually have one when I owned my floral shop that I bought, oh my gosh, you guys, so many years ago. It's a wooden one, and I never did like it, so we always just held our bows in our hands, but it is kind of nice. I think I'm just going to do that. I don't want it to really overtake. So it's got 2 loops on each side. And my glue gun is on. I say that. And, yep, it's on. But I didn't leave it on overnight. Not that I haven't. Oh, Lord. Have I ever? So, do I want it up there? Do I want it down there? I think I want it up there. And I want to put a little button in there of some kind. Okay, what button? Button, who's got the button? I do. I got a jar that is full. Ridiculous full. Huh, there's a penny. Go figure. So So let's see. I feel like I should dump them out. Maybe that one right there. Yeah. That one right there will work. So what do you think? You like it? Kind of cute, isn't it? Kind of cute. Alrighty, guys. That's what I got for you tonight. So have a great rest of your night. If you can sprinkle me out there, please do so. Remember that I am giving away this transfer. It's a size C transfer. You need to share my page, like and follow my page, and then tag 2 people. And your name will go in for a drawing to have this transfer. And we'll draw at the end of the month so that you will have time to make some beautiful design with it. I actually have, although it's not that one. Oh, it's not that one. I was going to say I have it over there, but that's Mr. McGregor's Farm and Feed. And remember that tomorrow is when the Snoopy releases. And there's like 3 B-size transfers, I think, and 2 A-size transfers. And then they said that peanuts will trickle out with every holiday. So when we get to, it's going to be the Great Pumpkin, I'm sure. The one girl this morning said, wouldn't you love it if there was Charlie Brown saying, I got a rock? I said that would be funny. And then Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, and Valentine's Day. And so there'll be something for Charlie Brown for every holiday, or peanuts. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. And then if you're interested in the snarky stuff, which is naughty, which is for some people, but some people don't want it, and I totally understand that. That's completely up to you. But if you'd like to go see it, you can contact me and I will give you the link to go see those things. And they are, they're off-color things. They really are. Things that I laugh when I read them, but I probably wouldn't walk around with that on my shirt. But they're funny. There's some that are really funny. So if you're interested in seeing those, just let me know and I will send you the link to that. And it's you won't ever see those transfers, the naughty ones. You will never see them. And when I say naughty, I mean there's cuss words on them, or things that like showing the finger, or things like that. You'll never see them unless you go specifically to that place and see them. And when you go into my site where you see them, in the very beginning it says you have to confirm that you are an adult and that you know that you want to look at them. And so they have gone to all extremes to keep it, to keep it decent, I guess. So anyway, if you're interested in seeing some of those, let me know and I'll hook you up. Alrighty, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Have a great night. Stay warm if you're in the cold. Bye-bye.